Hi everyone, how you doing guys? Welcome back to another vlog as usual. This is Ramiz here speaking to you from the YouTube channel Private Hire Driver. My friends, today is the day of 29th June 2023, but I'm explaining about the weekly earnings which started last week Monday, and I explained you about the shifts which was from let me tell you, Monday 19th of June, then Tuesday 20th June, then Wednesday 21st June, and now I'm going to explain you about the Thursday which was 22nd of June 2023, and I'll start telling you the details about the shift which I took. So the shift start time when I took the first ride was the time was 6:25, and amount I got paid £6 19 pence for the first trip. The distance it was 3.2 miles. It took 11 minutes 3 seconds to complete this journey, and this was a journey from UB6 area to HA3, right? Let me explain you. At 6:25 I got the first ride. That means I'm out of home around 6 o'clock 6:10, and it took me like 10 to 15 minutes to reach at UB6 area, because all the way towards UB6 there were no jobs. Like I can say UB1 was quiet, UB2 was quiet, UB3, UB4, all UBs where I was going from to this UB6, the Greenford area. The jobs were quiet, I mean no jobs at all. So I found the first job in the area of UB6, and I took like it took me 4 miles to reach there, and then I started the jobs, and then I had the consistent jobs, I can tell you. So second job which I started was at 6:44, and the amount I got paid was £6 95 pence. It was 3.4 mile of journey. It took me 15 minutes 33 seconds to do this job, and it was from area of HA1 to NW10. HA1 is Wembley, and then NW10 probably is Park Royal or Harlesden area. So when I reached there, and then I got the next job at 7:17. Amount I got paid was £5 83 pence. It was 2.7 miles of journey, and I completed in 10:48 minutes, 10 minutes 48 seconds. It was from the area of NW10 to NW2, somewhere around Wembley, NW2. So guys, the next job which I took was at 0731. It means 7:31 I started the job, the next one, and amount I got paid £7 84 pence, and the mileage I did was 3.9 miles, and it took me 13 minutes 43 seconds to do this job. It was from the area of NW2, somewhere around Wembley, to HA3. HA3 is the area of South Ruislip or Canton. Okay, so the next job which I took, it was at 7:49. I got paid £5 31 pence, 2.3 mile job, and it took me 9 minutes 13 seconds to do this job. It was the area of HA3, Canton of South Ruislip to Canton, mean HA3 to HA3. Okay, it was 2.3 mile journey, the short journey. The next journey which I started was at 8:08, and the amount I got paid was £4 95 pence, 1.9 mile of journey. I completed in 12 minutes 2 seconds, and it was from the area of NW9 to HA3. Okay guys, so somewhere around Wembley or South Ruislip. So the next job which I took was at 8:23, and short journey I got paid £4 30 pence, and it was 1.2 mile of journey. 6 minutes 16 seconds took me to do this job. It was from area of HA3 to HA3, means Canton to Canton. So I remained in HA areas. Yeah. So the next job which I took was at 8:32, 4.35 pence of job, 1.2 mile of journey, and it took me 5 minutes 22 seconds to do this job from HA3 to HA3. At 8:48, I got the job of £5 95 pence, and it was 2.6 mile of journey. I completed in 10 minutes 43 seconds, and it was from the area of HA1 Harrow to HA9. HA9 probably, yeah, Wembley somewhere. Yeah, is a Wembley area. So the next job which I got at was 9:02, and the amount I got paid £7 16 pence, and distance was 3 miles, and it took me 17 minutes 47 seconds To do this job, it was from HA9 to UB6, means Wembley to Greenford area. So let me mention here at 9:02, I mean before 9:02, whichever trips I took, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I took 9 trips between let's say 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So if you multiply it by 3, so I got 3 into 9 means 27 Uber Pro points, and I was targeting to get the maximum Uber points so that I could qualify for that 650 pounds. I needed to get, so that when I reach to 1600 Uber Pro points, I'll get 650 pounds of commission. So my main mission was to do these short trips between 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and stay in the areas where I could do little rides. I skipped or I ignored, the longer jobs, which even you see, the maximum job which I have done is 3.4 mile between these times, and mostly I've been doing 1 to 3 mile of jobs. Yeah. So the next job which I took was at 9:20, and amount I got paid £4.83 pence. It was 2 miles of journey, and I finished in 8 minutes 31 seconds. It was from UB5 to UB1, means from North Hall to South Hall. The next job which I got was at 9:41. I got paid £5.37 pence. 2.2 mile of job. It took me 11 minutes 46 seconds to do this job from UB1 South Hall to UB6 Greenford areas. So guys, as I finished this journey at 9:40, I mean started the journey 9:41, so it was a time around 10 o'clock when I finished this job, and I was in the area of Greenford and no jobs at all. And from this point, I knew that it's already 10 a.m. So start moving towards the central London. Means I put myself at A40 road, and I was going towards central London. And in the way, when I reached to near the Acton area, okay, Acton area, I got the job at 10:17. It was from Acton to Chiswick. I got paid £6.60 pence from this job, and it was 2.7 mile of job, and I did this job in 18 minutes 17 seconds. It took me a long time to do this job, obviously, I know. And from Acton to Chiswick, yeah, I did this job. So then I reached the Chiswick area, and the following job which I took was at 11:06. It was £20 14 pence of job, and it was of 12.7 mile of job. It took me 28 minutes 34 seconds to do this job. So making £20 in 28 minutes is such a decent job. It was from the area of W12 to the area of UB11. W12 is like White City of Shepherd Bush area. So from there I picked up this customer and dropped off in UB11, probably Harefield or somewhere around. And how I got this job, as I reached in Acton, I put the destination towards Slough, and that's how I got this job. Okay, so and that's how I got the longer job. So next job which I took was at 11:50, and it was a local job in UB10, and £4 59 pence of job, 1.9 mile. It took me 8 minutes 20 seconds probably, or 2 seconds, to do this job. And it was from the UB10 to UB10 job. So then the last job of this morning time was at 12:03. I made £6 25 pence from this job. It was from 3.3 mile of job, and it took me approximately 10 minutes, or 9 to 10 minutes to complete this job. And it was from the area of UB10. UB10 is Uxbridge area, I believe, and it was the area of UB7 where I finished the ride. So guys, when I reach in UB7 area, that is like 5.5 miles away from my home, and this was the end of the morning shift, and I covered did extra 5.5 mile to reach to home. So when I started the morning shift, I told you that 4 miles I did to find the first job, and then I did 5.5 miles to home. So let's count it like 10 miles which I like spent without the customer, for example. So I give it a margin of 10 miles extra, uh, during, I mean, because of the whole shift, whatever the mileage was, I'll discuss also. But these were the 10 miles extra which I spent. Okay, I mean, to go towards job, to start the jobs, plus to finish the jobs and to get to home. Okay, so my friends, I counted the earnings from this shift was 117 pounds 37 pence. The mileage which I did with rider was 57.2, and the total mileage, for example, if I add 10 mile extra, okay, which I just spend extra, and I can understand is 67.2 miles, okay, which I did to cover the jobs. Okay, and I didn't count the pickup time, pickup mileage, and for example, and the mileage which normally I was I was just doing, okay, to reach to different area to get the jobs, such as I drive from the area of UB6 Greenford to area of Acton. That was extra like 3 miles which I did to get the job from Acton to Chiswick, right? So if I count that mileage also, for example, so if I can make it like 75 miles. Okay, so I did 75 miles, made 117 pounds, and the job start time in the morning was 6 o'clock when I started in the morning. When I finished the job, afternoon started and I finished the jobs in 6 hour 30 minutes. At 12:30, for example, I was at home, so spent 6 hour 30 minutes in the morning. And the final job, which I did in the evening, obviously that comes the same day of Thursday when I started the next shift, but though it falls in the Thursday shift, the earning. So I will count this one ride which I took in the evening, and that was 23:42 when I started this job in the evening. And I made 10 pounds 76 pence out of it. It was 7 miles of ride, and it took me 17 minutes 31 seconds to do this job. It was from the area of UB1 Southall to HA0, that is the Wembley. So guys, this was the end of shift, I'll say that. Sorry, I explained already the earnings and the mileage, but I had skipped telling you the last ride, and I'm telling you now, and this money includes in that 117 pounds, obviously. So my friends, 6 hour 30 minutes timing is in the morning, I counted, and in the evening 17 minutes 30 second extra which I did the last job in the evening. If I count these things all together, it makes approximately 6 hour 45 minutes to do the jobs during this shift. Though if I will divide 117 pounds by 7, because I counted 7 hours, and I made 16 pounds 71 pence per hour. So this was the shift which I did on Thursday. So interesting things are coming ahead, probably from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I did the nice shifts, and this is it for now, my friends. I'll speak to you in the following shift, which is the Friday shift on 23rd of June, which I did, and I'll explain about that in the next vlog. So until the next time, my friends, bye bye, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to know about the jobs which I do, and I'll speak to you in the further vlogs. Let me remind you before going that I'm doing the short jobs by purpose. This I am 100% normally not willing to do the short jobs, because most of time I'm trying to trigger, the longer, or at least 10 to 15 pound jobs, and longer possible jobs. So that's what I'm trying to do. So if you have seen other shifts on of mine where I don't care about the Uber Pro points, you guys have seen I have earned such decent money in so many shifts, and I have done the longer jobs. So guys, doing these short jobs is helping me to make the Uber Pro points, and still I have got around 70 Uber Pro points left to complete, to so that I could get to 1600 Uber Pro points to get the reward money. And yeah, so in the following vlog I'll explain you about the last week Friday shift which I did. Until the next time, bye bye.